It's the comedic Adventures of Uncooked Chicken. Adventures of Uncooked Chicken. It's a comedic grind. What's on my mind? Adventures of Uncooked Chicken. Adventures of Uncooked Chicken. Adventures of Uncooked Chicken. It's a commuter cast. It might make you laugh. The Adventures of Uncooked Chicken. Wait a minute. There's a clock. There's a clock. Yeah. Hey. Listen, man. Good morning. Look, my name is NateNathaNathaniel. All three is me. All three is me. That's like, why this man got three names? Listen. There's somebody else that got three names. God the Father, God the Son, and God the Holy Spirit. Now listen, the difference. It's a big difference. One of us can save you, and it ain't me. All right, just letting you know, one of us can save you. One, I can point you to that direction, right? Yeah, but I can't save you. It's just letting you know. There's a difference. Now listen, this is my commuter cast, man. This is as I'm going into my first hustle. I can listen to other people's podcasts, right? I'm not doing that. I'm like, or I can listen to sports radio. I'm not doing that. Or I can listen to the news. But well, listen, I'm gonna share some stuff from my point of view, right? I'm gonna give you 3 FUs. Okay? I use that brother's trying to be clever. He said FU. No, I'm gonna give you 3 Fs. I'm gonna give you some funny. I'm gonna give you some familiar. I'm gonna give you some fanatic today. That's what's happening today. Now you like, well, who is this NateNathaNathaniel? Never heard of him. Never heard of him. Yes, I am. I'm telling you right now. I'm gonna put it out there. Let it do what it do. I'm gonna put it out there. I'm the most creative comedian that you never heard of. The most creative. Ain't nobody more creative than me. Why I call it uncooked chicken? That's creative, right? It's uncooked because it's unedited. This is the anti-cast. This is the cast. They say, listen, you should edit everything, right? You should have like a track come in with some music in the background and the big AI voice telling you that welcome to another episode of Uncooked Chicken, where you discuss the 3 F's use. This brother's trying to be clever. The funny, the fanatic, the familiar, and the fanatic. By your comedian, NateNathaNathaniel. Now listen, you're not doing that. They tell you don't take a drink on your cast. Hit the pause button. I'm not doing that. I'm taking a drink because I'm thirsty. You understand what I'm saying? Thirsty. So I'm taking a drink. That was delicious, guys. Delicious. So let me tell you a little bit about me. I decided that life is short. At age 50, I decided, man, I'm going to do new things. I'm going to do same old. Yeah. Boring stuff. No, I ain't doing it. I'm going to do something different, right? Do something different, exciting. So 50 years old, I'm like, hey, I'm going to do some new things that I have never done before. I'm going to do some comedy, right? And that's my, you call it a midlife crisis or a pod life crisis. I better copyright that. And I did stand-up comedy. I told my wife, and my wife's like, that's going to be a one-time thing, right, honey? And I'm like, a year later, and I'm still doing comedy, right? So I'm like, I might as well do a cast because everybody want to know what's on my mind at 3 a.m. in the morning. That's what time I go to work, my time, 3 a.m. You understand? So, and I guess it's called a pod life crisis, whatever, because, listen, I could do other things, right? I could sit there and, I don't know, marry someone, divorce my wife, right? Marry a 20-year-old. But I'm not going to marry somebody that's, younger than my daughter. That's crazy. I mean, that happens in life. People got, hey, your stepmom is younger than your kids? Oh, I guess that's normal in some parts. We ain't down south. Blacks. Listen, the second thing I could do, I can burn all my life savings and go buy like a Tesla truck. Hey, I don't want to do that. Elon Musk don't need no more money. He good. Let me tell you, he good. Oh, I can do that too. I can go get a motorcycle, drive around on my hog. Look at me on my hog. I don't want to do that. So My pot life crisis is going to be comedy. I'm going to scare the hell out of myself with some comedy, right? So here's something I'm working on. Here's one I'm working on. This one, man, is called Violent Sleeper. Violent Sleeper, right? Because my wife says, hey, you're a violent sleeper. And I'm like, I don't believe you, babe. She said, when you go to sleep and you wake up in the morning and covers and everything are all over the place, and you just, she said, it's just a mess. It's just I feel so threatened when I'm sleeping next to you. I'm like, that's not true, right? She said, that's not true, right? And then one day I witnessed it, right? One day I witnessed it. My wife was in the bed with me. We went to sleep. I woke up in the morning. I could not find her. I couldn't find my wife, guys. I don't know what happened to her. Like she's stepping out on me. What's going on? What's going on? So I sit there and I pat the side of the bed. I pat the bed, the right side. I can't find her. She's nowhere near, right? And next thing you know, I hear, So I go and I flip on the light. And my wife, she's at the foot of the bed. And she's in bondage, right? I'm not talking about the good bondage. I'm not talking about I'm not talking about that bondage. I'm talking about like terror, right? I'm talking about her arms are tied behind her back with my t-shirt, right? And she has like my nasty socks in her mouth, right? She's gagged. Like, oh my goodness. So I was like, baby, so I take the gag off her mouth, right? I said, baby. I said, baby, what happened? She said, you happy, you son of a bitch? I said, wait, I said, wait, baby, what are you talking about? You happy? What are you talking about? I do? She's like, I told you you was a violent sleeper. I told you sit there, you put me in bondage, and you put a sock in my mouth. I said, baby, I'm so sorry, baby. I did not know this. I said, let me go get some bottle of water. So I got a bottle of water out of the mini fridge. Got a bottle of water. Unscrewed the cap. I said, hey, babe, take some drink. I said, babe, I'm so sorry, babe. I'm so sorry. I said, babe, are you okay? She said, I'm getting there. I said, okay, babe, I'm so sorry. And I looked at the watch. Look at my watch. And it was like, oh, man, it's like 1:35 a.m. Listen, I said, okay, let's do this. I said, well, are you sure you okay? She said, yeah, I'm good. I said, all right. Well, I got an hour before I got to get back to go to sleep. Before I got to wake up, right? So then I just put the sock back in the mouth, right? Because I got to get some sleep. Listen, I wake up at 3 a.m. in the morning. 3 a.m. I got to get some sleep, right? But she was good. I left her a bottle of water. She was good, okay? So it wasn't bad. Everything was all right. You know, and so my wife, she got a restraining order against me, right? She got a restraining order against me now. She's got a 76 by 82, right? She's got like a king size mattress restraining order against me. And I understand now. I seen it. I witnessed for myself. So we good now. We are on the same terms, right? Hey, listen. Hey, when violent sleeping shows you who they are, like Maya Angelou say, believe them. So I'm a believer now. You know, I think I get the violent sleeping from my mom. Right? My mama lived with me, guys. She lives with me. You know, she 80, but she lived with me, right? And it's okay. I love my mama, right? I love my mama. Ooh, but she lived with me now. And sometimes she's right across the hall from me, right? And I think I get my violent sleeping from her because mama has night terrors, right? She has night terrors, so sometimes she be waking me up before I get to go to work. I'm trying to get my 5 hours in, right? My 5-hour energy in. And sometimes I get woken up by, it ain't a Michael Jackson song. Help me, Lord Jesus. Help me, Lord Jesus. Woo. Help me, Lord Jesus. And I wake up out of bed. Oh my gosh, what's going on? Because she got the night terrors, right? She's screaming. And I'm like, dear Lord, I'm like, could you find it in your heart to help her, Lord, so she's a little more quieter? I mean, I know you can hear her, Lord. I think all the begots can hear her. I mean, he who begot him, him who begot him, all the begots in the history can hear her. Lord, so I know you can hear her. Can you please just help her, Lord Jesus? Help her, Lord Jesus. So I think that's where it's hereditary. I think it's DNA. Right? I think it's DNA is where I get that violent sleeping from. That's what I think. So that's a funny I'm working on right now at this particular time. Now we're going to talk about the familiar. That's the first FU. The second FU, before you, right? The F is it's the F words that I'm working on. Relax. There's no editing in this. If I make a mistake, hey, Google it up and leave it in the comments or something. Hey, you made a mistake about this. King size mattress is not 76 by 82. It's 76 by 80. What's wrong with you, boy? Can't believe you did that. You crazy. You got to get your facts right. Fact check. Whatever, man. Relax. So anyway, the familiar. What's going on in the world today? Listen, man. One of the familiars that's going on right now is like there's protests. Oh, America, we like a good protest. Man, we like to protest our ass off. Listen, will he curse in this podcast, in this commuter cast, the uncooked chicken? Yeah, I will. If it comes out, it comes out. Relax. I ain't doing it on purpose. Sometimes it's just slow. Okay, relax. Man, we got protesting going on in different colleges. People are pitching tents. People disrupting education, higher education, because of the war that's going on in the Middle East. You know, Americans, we like a good cause. I'm just telling you, look, we will protest, and it ebb and flows. It just depends what the latest and greatest is right now, and then we got a cause. Now, I ain't gonna say this is rich people shit. I'm not gonna say that. I'm just saying that sometimes like we got problems in America, right? We have homelessness, we have racism, we have sexism, we have a lot of isms in America, right? And we're gonna focus all the way across the pond, if you would. We just gonna worry about, and I get it, America's we're the police, right? We're the universal police. We gotta fix everything. But sometimes when you roam, you gotta worry about home. And I get it, people got rights to protest. Get it. I understand you have a cause. Okay? Disrupting the class, so colleges, now they have resources, National Guard and police, people are getting arrested. It's like, listen, guys, I'm not saying which way I stand on the cause, right? If you want to stand up for something, you believe it's something that you put your body in harm's way to show that you have support, okay? All right. But pitching a tent and playing homeless for your cause. Like, if you listen, here's my thing: if you don't want to go to school that day or that week, just don't go. If you don't want to go, don't go. Back in the day, we called it sloughing, right? Just skip school. Like, hey, listen, if you don't want to go, you ain't got to be like, hey, I really don't want to go to school. You know what, man? You know what we can do, bro? You know what we can do? Let's go ahead and protest this war. Let's protest this war for about 2-3 weeks. Maybe we don't even have to take finals, bro. Yeah, that sounds good. Hey, let me hit that while we talking about this and getting this plan together. Yeah, man, that's a good plan, bro. Yeah, dude, let's do it, bro. I don't know. I mean, you don't want to go to school, just don't go to school. I mean, that's an extreme way to say I ain't going to school. I'm out. We're going to play homeless. We're going to make a tent city on the campus, playing homeless. You know what? Listen, You want to be homeless? Take them downtown. I mean, you really want to protest? Don't play it, be it, right? Don't act it like, oh, it's cool I'm gonna be homeless for a week. No, I'll be homeless for life, right? Be homeless for a year, and then give me your perspective. See if you want to get your ass back in school. I ain't saying school's the only way. Understand? I mean, that's your call. Tell me what you're fighting for. I'm upset what's going on way over there. I get it. You can be upset, but you ain't. I don't know how it's affecting you specifically. Seems like listen, that's my business. That's your business. I say, hey, do it all you want to. I'm just knowing. I'm gonna tell you something. I bet these ain't scholarship kids that's doing it, right? I bet these ain't kids that are they gotta work and then and then pay for their education. I bet it ain't them. You know what I mean? Because it smells like trust fund. That's what it smells like. It smells like trust fund or 500,000 like and up. Like the brackets. The bracket don't sound like it's a low bracket, right? It sounds like it's a higher bracket. That's all I'm saying. I could be wrong. I've been wrong twice. I could be wrong. But that's the familiar. That's what's going on in the world at this time. People is blocking higher education on campuses. They're protesting. We are protesting. We Americans are protesting. So hey, that's what's going on in the familiar. What about the fanatic? We got so many fanatics here. Everybody's fanatic about something. You could be a fanatic about Taylor Swift, right? You could be a fanatic about sports. You could be a fanatic about religion. There's people fanatic. You could be a financial fanatic. There's a lot of fanatics in the world, right? So what fanatic are we going to discuss today? I think, the fanatic, I'm gonna knock down today, the fanatic. Listen, I like sports. Sports are good to me. I love some sports, good old sports. It is currently the NBA playoffs. Man, I'm telling you, man, listen, NBA playoffs is elevated. Higher. It's higher. Listen, people are playing at a different level, like a next level playoffs, and I like it, right? Because, you got 82 games, whatever year, whatever, and you just going. It's kind of, sometimes you're like, I'm going to take the night off. But then when playoffs show up, man, I'm going to tell you, it's exciting. I see myself sit down watching these playoffs. I'm like, brah, I can get with it. Listen, and it's like the little guys are getting off, right? Little guy. New York Knicks, man. The New York Knicks got this little brother named, what's his name? Brunson. Brunson came from the Mavericks. Mavericks had him with Luka Doncic. They had Jalen Brunson over there. And then I don't know. I mean, they say, I guess we good. Jalen, why don't you take your talents like LeBron elsewhere? We ain't going to pay you. So New York's like, okay, no, never mind. New York Knicks like, hey, we going to try to get Donovan Mitchell. And Donovan, the Jazz said, nah, we not sending you to New York. Oh, Donovan, you want to go to New York? Not happening. How about you go to Cleveland? Enjoy that, sir. Right? And so with the consolation prize, it seemed that New York ended up with Jalen Brunson. And I was like, well, I ain't know nothing about him. I don't watch sports every day. But let me tell you something. That little dude, little Hercules, that little dude, hey, he be balling, man. I'm telling you. He be weaving and wobbling all through like the Monstars. I mean, he going in and he just laying up and making great basketball decisions. Hey, I'm going to tell you something. He'll make you a fan. Watch Jalen Brunson play basketball, and you're like, yeah, he the truth. He the truth, man. I'm telling you. Man, see that dude do his thing, and they can't stop him. He like the shortest dude on the court, and people scared of him. Like, they like putting 6'5", 6'9" people. I think that dude, he on his tippy toes. He's 5'8". He's on his tippy toes. He's 5'8", right? You put a step stool on him, he jump up, he's 5'9.5". I'm telling you, he's short, but he do what he do. He let, hey, boy can ball. The boy got them handles. Hey, shoot that rock. Hey, I'm telling you, watch that series with Jalen Brunson, man. Now they in a tough one right now with the what are they? It's man, it's Joel Embiid's team, man, and him and Maxey. Look, Maxey's nice. I like Maxey though too. Maxey and Joel Embiid. That's a good series, man. I'm telling you, that's a good series. So Philly, that's Philadelphia. Philly against the New York Knicks. That's a good series. It's probably gonna go 7 games. Watch that one. That was good. By the time you hit its cast, it's gonna be over though. Oh, that's oh my gosh, this is a late cast. Well, I'm telling you what's going on in the Fanatic. If you basketball chunky, watch that because they had lost in overtime. New York Knicks did, and they had all the stars there, like Patrick Ewing, all the old Knicks, and all these stars there. And oh yeah, we're gonna win, everything good. Everybody's jumping up and down in the arena, and then after the Maxey dropped a logo 3-point on their head, it was silence. That's the best part of sports, though, for me, is when you can see the crowd's reaction. When you see their reaction, and all hope has been lost, right? It's over. Like you thought you went from, oh my gosh, I'm a millionaire, to, oh my gosh, I'm going to have to live in a tent. Pitch a tent and protest, my guy. Listen, some of us got to go to work. That's the cast for today. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Uncooked Chicken. And here's my outro, because every podcast needs a theme song. So here's my outro theme song. Thank you for joining us in the Adventures of Uncooked Chicken. Adventures of Uncooked Chicken. It's a commuter cast. Maybe you got you a laugh. Adventures of Uncooked Chicken. It's Adventures of Uncooked Chicken. Adventures of Uncooked Chicken. Ain't no need to edit. Hell yeah, I said it. Adventures of Uncooked Chicken. Where's the cluck? Where's the cluck? Next time.